Hey y'all, Blind here, and we're back with more Trials of Mana. On the last episode, we finally did our class change, and I attempted to go into the Dark Cave and got destroyed. Now you may notice a significant jump in my levels. If you've been paying attention to my social media, which at this point is just Twitter, I posted a screenshot showing the number of question mark seeds, shade icons, and gear seeds that I got from the woodworms in the Navarro throne room the moment that I hit 99 question mark seeds. So you could see kind of the spread, and gear seeds don't have a good drop rate there. That's all I'm going to say. I did get enough money to get all of the equipment that you can buy in PETA, and also the accessory is the best accessory you can buy is from the cats, so we already had that. So it was just the weapon, the helmet, and the armor. And I don't know if I have said aloud my wonderings about the 5th slot there, but I found out what it was. It's the shield slot, which is only available to Durin's light classes. And the shields are broken anyway, so shields do absolutely nothing unless they happen to have a special effect, which I think only one shield does. I might be wrong on that. I don't know. I don't have much experience with Durin. The bugs in this game. Anyway, I did manage to get the gear seeds by going into the Dark Cave after I was level 45, after getting 99 question mark seeds and only like 4 gear seeds, and deciding that was not a great place to grind for gear seeds. It was great for question mark seeds, let me tell you. Way better than it was in the what's it called? Shimmering Ruins, I think, wherever Light Gazer was. But I do have all the gear seed equipment as well as the best equipment money can buy, so I'll show off the difference right here so you can see how big a difference it makes. It's not a big difference. Well, the weapon's pretty big. We got a 22-point jump there, so that's a pretty big difference. But the armor, not as big a difference. We got 1 point on the helmet, a magic defense even, and for the armor, the regular defense only jumps up by 18. I guess that's pretty big. And then our accessory, the magic defense, jumps up 1 once again. It was only magic defense for the helmet, right? Yeah. So the helmet and the accessory, kind of not really worth going for. So if you got a limited number of gear seeds, just stick with the weapon and the armor. For Kevin, it's actually only a 19-point jump in attack with the weapon. Interesting. And again, a 1-point jump for magic defense with the helmet. I actually don't see any difference with the armor at all. There's probably some property to this equipment that I just can't see. I don't really care enough to look into it. And then the accessory is just another point of magic defense. So wow, Kevin's armor was trash. And then we got Angela. She's got a nice 20-point buff to attack. 1 point to magic defense with the helmet. Again, nothing with the armor. That is weird. Is the armor bugged or something? Or maybe 300 is the highest it goes. That might be more likely, because I think Kevin's was also at 300 already. And the Blaze Barrette gives us another 1 point of magic defense. Yeah. Actually, I think that might be what it is. I think defense caps off at 300. And Hawkeye was the only one that wasn't at 300. Anyway, with all that, and 9 more levels under our belt, shouldn't have any trouble with the Dark Cave now. So let's head back there, as there is quite literally nothing else to do. There's nothing else to farm. There's no secret areas to look at. Like, even with money, the only other thing I could do is go back to the black market and buy some stuff, which, to be honest, if they've got an item that gives you a lightsaber, that would be worthwhile, considering we're about to fight the Dark Benevodon. But anyway, here we are in the Dark Cave. If we go to the right, that'll lead us to the exit side of a one-way exit from deeper in. This cave actually has quite a few of those one-way exits. If you're going for the gear seeds, there are 2 enemies here that drop it. They are the ninjas and the werewolves. I forget their exact names. I think the ninjas are Nightblades. And the werewolf, I just don't remember at all. I'm sorry. Should know this stuff better. We'll probably see them before too much longer, because they can spawn in any of these rooms. In my experience, farming up my gear seeds, they drop the gear seeds 100% of the time when they drop the treasure chest. The only thing is you gotta make sure they're the last enemy that you actually defeat. Which is kind of a tall order, because they're also the most dangerous enemy. Like, by far. See this imp not really doing a whole lot to me? Both the werewolf and the ninja would still do like 300 damage to everybody with their attack. The other enemies, I believe, pretty reliably drop question mark seeds. So you can still get those if you need them. It's actually kind of fortunate I'm not running into the werewolves and the ninjas, because they do deal quite a bit of damage. I should probably show off my abilities that I've learned, because I do believe I have all the abilities now. Dark Assassin, that's what they're called. Okay. So that guy will drop a gear seed. So before we knew about the shuriken, the water diversion, the fire diversion, the dirt diversion, and the thunder technique, but now we've got 4 more abilities on Hawkeye. The poison cloud, the fire cloud, the needle shower, the weapon smack, oh actually 5 more abilities, and dark rain. So let's just test them all out. Yeah, this one's only on 1 enemy, so we'll use it on the Dark Assassin. Kevin, if I can get over to him, only has 1 new ability, the Leaf Saver, which we're honestly not going to get too much use out of at this point. I don't remember what its effect is. I think it might actually have a health drain effect on it, but I'm not sure. But more importantly, the reason we went down this path is now Healing Light costs 1 more MP and can be used on the entire party at once. And its power is not diminished. Like, it's just as strong as it was on 1 target as it is on all targets. So that is really good. Let's use our Fire Cloud, which is also 1 enemy. Does a little bit of damage, honestly, not that great. Hawkeye's abilities really aren't that great. Needle Shower, again, not that great. These are all doing about as much as he would do with his physical attacks at this point. It did silence him, though. So if you need to silence him, that one actually did a decent amount of damage. I'll give the weapon smack some credit. I'm sure the Dark Rain is the real one, which does hit all enemies no matter what. Which is about the same damage as we got with the weapon smack. Not a lot, but hey, it's something. Now, with Angela, we had the Holy Bolt, the Diamond Shards, the Cyclone, the Evil Gate, the Ice Smash, the Dark Force, and the Fireball. Now we've got Earthquake, Thunderstorm, Spike Freeze, Explode, and the most powerful spell in the game, Ancient Curse. Let's go ahead and, let's see. Yeah, Earthquake is one enemy, so we'll go ahead and cast that. Decent damage, not gonna lie, that's pretty good damage for a single target. Thunderstorm, also a one target spell. Oh, well, that one died too fast. This will probably be a question mark seed. Oh yeah, my luck is now maxed out, so even on a trap wheel, it's all okay spaces. This is that one-way exit I was talking about. Let's see. Let's go back to Angela's spells. Thunderstorm. I don't want to use it on the Kid Draconis because I think they might absorb it, but Gremlin. That doesn't look like great damage. We already looked at Earthquake. Spike Freeze. Well, they're dying too fast. And here's the Dark Stone. Look there! It's the Dark Stone. But why? Watch out! Oh no, it's breaking. Enter Zable Fahr, the Dark Benevodon. Now, this fight's gonna go the way pretty much every fight up to this point has gone, but we're gonna go ahead and buff up a little with Kevin, and sure, why not? Let's show off our spells with Angela. You know what? Let's go ahead and get Leaf Saber cast on Hawkeye. Just because. I don't think it'll help that much, but if it's got a secondary effect, we'll see it. Zable Fahr is these two jester-looking heads. They do both have their own health bar and have to be killed. So multi-target attacks will be helpful here. Something is happening with that. I'm not sure what, though. Okay, that did about 350. And Explode. We'll go ahead and do that. And we'll bust off a heal on everybody with Kevin. That also did about 350. What else have you got? That just gives us the crown jewel of her moveset. The whole reason we went down this path for the best spell in the game, Ancient Curse. It's 12 MP and it attacks all enemies, and it is massive. It's definitely worth it. It's kind of a lengthy animation, but it does really good damage in the 600 to 700 range to all enemies. That was kind of a weak hit, actually. But yeah, we're pretty much just going to use the same strats we've been using on all of the Benevodons. They are kind of tanky bosses, so the next boss that we fight after this is going to seem pathetic by comparison. So we're just going to spam that Ancient Curse, and we do actually have some new techs that I might as well show here because regular enemies counter it, and I'm terrified to use them against regular enemies. I'm going to try not to burn too much of my MP just yet. I am going to have to throw down the heals. See if I can get the techniques off. So once our tech bar is red, And all the level 3 techs are screen nukes like this. That's Hawkeye's. And I'm going to have to control Angela to use hers. Oof. That did a lot of damage. And it looks like they're dispelling that leaf saber, so no reason to use it. Alright, here's Kevin's screen nuke. Which I guess the left side's already dead. That just leaves Angela. Did he use that on himself? That's weird. Oh, both of them are dead. Ah, but here was the twist in the fight. There's actually a third face. This is the true Zable Fahr. Once the head in the middle dies, then the battle ends. And she's going to keep reanimating the other two. And when they are alive, they can use this attack. Which is not the most pleasant attack to be hit by. Not gonna lie. Let's just make sure you stay on top of the heels. And in a second here, I'm going to go back to Hawkeye, but now we can show off Angela's screen nuke. Actually, hers isn't a screen nuke. Okay. Fair enough. Wow. The spells are just all queued up. I think they did counter it. Yeah. Using the level 3 techs is not really the best idea. That's why I have the AI set to only use the level 2. For some reason, like every enemy in the game uses a very devastating counterattack when you use a level 3 tech. But there they are for the Nightblade, the Magus, and the Warrior Monk. Now I'm just going to stick to spamming Ancient Curse and attacking the middle head. As far as what to look out for, really that Delta attack that all three heads do together is the only real dangerous one. Because Shade as a whole is not a particularly dangerous element. And luckily they don't seem to counter Ancient Curse, so just keep spamming Ancient Curse. You should be fine, and keep Kevin on top of the heels. Wouldn't let anybody fall below 300 if you can help it. Really, 400 is where I feel safe at. Bust off a heal here. Even though only Hawkeye is hurt. I really should have changed the AI to attack the same target as my main character. This is going to take a lot longer with Kevin focusing down the side heads when I'm not controlling him. I think that might do heavy damage to one person. Oh wow, it actually did 0. I don't know if Kevin's got some equipment that just guards against that or not, but that was pretty awesome. I think normally it does heavy damage. Yeah, just focus down the middle head. And this fight will be over before you know it. I am actually going to use Fairy Walnuts on Angela. I did kind of waste some of her MP there. Just showing off the new abilities. That is all the abilities that these new classes will get. In fact, my stats are almost maxed out at this point. I think I've already maxed out the important stats on all the characters. We just got stuff like dexterity, intelligence, and wisdom left, really. You know, with all these techs for Hawkeye, it still seems like the best one for me to use is this one. That demon attack did pretty heavy damage, not gonna lie. Looks like it did about half a health that Kevin had. So let's throw down another heal. Oh man, it feels so good having such a much better weapon on Hawkeye. He's been doing subpar damage for such a long time. I'm not going to use multiple fairy walnuts on Angela at the same time because we do get a heal after this fight is over. So I definitely don't want to use any more than is really necessary. Okay, that move did quite a bit of damage. Well, we're getting wombo comboed here. Oh, please let me get to my minions. Fill up. Great, we got Annihilate again. Oh good, it's on Kevin, so he should resist it. Let's just have Kevin heal again. Actually, I don't really need to. Never mind. I underestimated how strong his heal was. And that's it. She didn't even get a chance to revive them a second time. But she would have. Endlessly, Zable Fahr will resurrect the side heads every time they're both defeated. That is Zable Fahr. Finally, all 8 Benevodons are done. You won! The Darkstone reappearing in this realm must have triggered the portal to the sanctuary. Oh no! What? It was a trap! The enemy had us defeat the Benevodons so the sword could absorb their power. Now all 8 powers have combined. No! The enemy was getting stronger right under our noses! We can't let them get away with this. And we got some level ups. So yeah, stamina and strength I believe are both maxed out on Angela. So that leaves us with dexterity, which does nothing, luck, which is pointless at this point, spirit, which as far as I know does absolutely nothing for Angela. So we'll just go with intellect. And Nightblade. Strength is maxed, luck is maxed, spirit, intellect, stamina. Stamina is definitely the important one here. And Kevin. See, his strength's maxed out, stamina's maxed out, luck, intellect, spirit, and dexterity. I think I'm gonna go with spirit because I believe it will affect his heals. Anyway, with that, we'll head to the left. Back into the Night Cavern. Aha, you probably thought I was going to end this episode at the Benevodon, but no, this is still the beginning of this dungeon. Why would I do that? A mystery seed. All these seeds that I don't think I'm ever actually going to use at this point. Now, if we go right, we're going to end up at the beginning of the dungeon, and there'll be a one-way exit right there. So we're going to keep going down here, and up the staircase. That leads us to this outside area with a door. Ha! You got you baited. We're still in the dungeon. Got a nice statue here to heal at. Go ahead and throw down a save. We'll keep on rolling. So we got a couple new enemies here, the Cerberus. They're actually among the easiest enemies in this dungeon. I say that, and I mean, it remains to be seen if something bad is going to happen, but I have not actually seen them do anything dangerous. And their regular attacks are doing 1 damage with this gear in my current level, so they're pretty easy. Boulders can shrink you, as you just saw there. Another question mark seed. Okay, this seems to be a little buggy here, but this statue is supposed to turn on the lights here. Looks like it worked for me that time. And now the cave is no longer dark. We've got a wormwood here. First time we've seen them since Navarro. They're a little bit stronger now. Pointless trap wheel. The trend continues of getting question mark seeds instead of gear seeds. Wait! So stop! Don't push! We'll fall! It's a long fall. I love how Kevin just kind of tries to absorb it. I see you have defeated all the Benevodons. How kind of you. His Dark Majesty needs the power of their true form in order to be revived. That's what you leeches were after from the very beginning. What's your plan anyway? We are from Mavolia. The goddess of mana trapped us in the underworld until now. We intend to reclaim this world and turn it into Mavolia itself. Then our master, his Dark Majesty himself, will be reborn as the ruler of all. We have no more need for you three. Perish. And we've got a boss fight. And, can start out focusing down these 2 enemies to the side here. Just a regular Queen Succubus and I forget what it's called. They are regular enemies. They will die fairly quick. They're not going to stand up to the ancient curse for sure. 1 or 2 of them ought to kill both of them, honestly. Still need to keep up on the heals, however. And the wolf's already down. Didn't get to do anything, just how I like it. And this ought to kill the Queen Succubus. Again, if you got the ability to cast Lightsaber, which I'm pretty sure there's items you can buy that do that, this would be a good place to use it. Otherwise, we're just going to use the same strategy we've been using. Just spam that ancient curse, and I'm not going to use Fairy Walnuts when I run out of MP, because this boss is not as hard as the Benevolence. It's just not. What's his name? Malocchio? At least we got a decent boss thing for it. I don't think he can dispel, so I might try the Leaf Saber again just to see if it does anything useful for me. If I can get a chance to when I'm not hurting. Oof. Psychic Blast. He does do a lot of damage to the whole group with basically every single one of his attacks. But, he's not really too bad. Just make sure you keep your heals up, spam your most powerful spell, and get in melee attacks where you can. Yeah, it looks like I'm healing something. It might be MP, because that was a really low number. Keep up on those heals. Ain't no joke. Let's just go ahead and throw another heal down, because I'm not at full. Yeah, I believe this thing is draining MP. So, with that in mind, let's use it on Angela. She's getting a few melee hits in here and there. Probably also use it on Kevin, since he is the healer. But Molokio is going to go down pretty fast. I'm actually a little surprised with how quickly Zable Fahr went down. It's usually not that smooth. Psychic Blast. Oop, double Psychic Blast. He's getting hit by another Ancient Curse. Get a heal in as soon as I can. And we're getting hit by Dark Force. Can I survive this many hits in a row? Eesh. That was close. Let's just go ahead and heal again. Yes, it's definitely restoring MP, because I just saw Angela's MP go up. That is awesome. I got nothing left. Just go all out. So Leaf Saber's pretty useful to have. I'm not a fan of these wombo combos that keep happening. In fact, I'm going to use a Poto Oil just to be safe. I'll have Angela use a Poto Oil. I can't seem to get to Kevin's main menu. Alright. So, cast another ancient spell. Force. he is definitely counterattacking stuff I'm doing. And that's why I'm getting multi-shotted here. I think he's counterattacking every level 3 tech and every ancient curse. As for Malokio himself, he just kind of vanishes and walks around. He is still vulnerable while he's invisible. So you just gotta kind of know where he's at. No, this can't be. You won. Alright, and with that, there's nowhere else we can go in this room. So we go up the stairs, and we are actually back quite a ways here. This is the beginning again, unfortunately. So we gotta walk through a lot of what we just were through once more. Still worthwhile to fight the enemies, because, I mean, any experience you get between now and the end of the game is going to be helpful. The items probably not worth your time. Wolfane, that's what they're called. Okay. Yeah, items not really worth your time. If you don't want to, don't pick them up. Especially if you have a risk of tripping a trap. They're definitely not worth tripping a trap. Because again, at this point you've either got the best money can buy as far as gear goes, or you just need gear seeds, and only 3 enemies in this entire dungeon are even capable of dropping gear seeds. So we need to make our way back once more. Go ahead and heal up at the statue here. Throw down another save. Lights are already on, so we don't have to bother with them. And now there's a bridge here that we can go across. It's very difficult to see if you're not paying attention. It kind of looks like waterfalls. And here we have a room that we have to fight enemies in. Yippee! And that Cerberus got himself stuck. Nice. I believe the upper left and the bottom right are both dead ends. Yeah, this one's definitely a dead end. Wasn't sure if there was a statue in one of them or not, even though we just saved it a statue. But hey, you know what? I'll still take the experience. And the bottom right is also a dead end. So we'll turn around and go up in the top right, which should be the way forward. Hello, Cerberus. And another wolf fiend coming down the stairs. And another Cerberus that got stuck again. That's weird. Kind of a buggy enemy there, getting stuck all the time. Kind of a straightforward path once you know about the 2 rooms that are dead ends. And we've got another headless goddess statue here. Once again a gold one, so good to restore our HP and MP once more. Yeah, the Night Cavern is pretty good at turning you around with the couple of one-way exits that they've got, and the fact that after the Malokio fight, it does actually put you out at the beginning without any real indication that that's what it did. Like, you would assume it would put you back where you fell down at. Nope, it does not. No such luck. And here we are at the Dark Castle. And this is where I'm going to end this episode off. Next time we'll take on the true final dungeon, the Dark Castle, for Hawkeye and Reese. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Smash that like button for me. Helps me out a lot. That's all I got for today. Peace.